board members and the strategy team with your doctor title, but you don't read any of the math data or science. Please keep it mass choice.
It is well past time to stand up to the threats from the governor and from the people making loud noise in this room and reinstate mask mandates.
High tensions over masks in schools at the Palm Beach County School Board meeting, the ongoing controversy that has parents fired up ahead of the new school year.
Will kids be even able to get to school next month? Palm Beach County is facing a bus driver shortage. We'll tell you what the school district is doing to try to fix the problem.
And today marks 1 month since the condo building came crashing down in Surfside. We'll take a look at where things stand now, what's next for the property, and efforts to make sure something like this never happens again.
You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning.
Hey there, happy Friday Eve, everybody. I'm Matt Lincoln.
I'm Ashley Glass. We're glad you're here. Let's go to Lauren, check on that Friday Eve forecast.
Again, a lot of heat, a lot of humidity building back into the area for us. Temperatures this morning mostly in the 70s, still at 80 degrees though in Boca. Our skies are clear, no rainfall getting picked up there. Sun moving closer to the horizon. Mostly dry conditions again though. It's going to be hot. We're headed towards the low 90s this afternoon for everybody. This is the hour by hour for Okeechobee. You're going to stay dry for the first portion of the day with some isolated thunderstorms developing for some inland communities a little bit later on. The big story again is just how hot and humid it is. It rains every day this time of year though. Here's a look at your hour by hour skies. Dry to start. We'll get those thunderstorms starting to develop likely right along the sea breeze, maybe closer to around noon. And some of the rain will linger through portions of the evening. Overnight staying dry, the moisture content starts to increase tomorrow, so we will start to see a little bit of a better rain chance for your Friday. More thunderstorms are returning, and then by Saturday, another bump in the rain chance with even more moisture moving into the area. A mild start out there for us, but again, a hot finish with those highs today in the low 90s. Matt, Ashley?
All right, Lauren, let's take a look at our roads there. On-time traffic, 6:02, and this is in St. Lucie County, where there are no slowdowns on 95 or the Turnpike. In fact, no major issues on our roads. We'll let you know if there are any. Northbound I-95, West Palm Beach, that's where we find our traffic tracker moving on just fine. Well, this morning, Palm Beach County has picked a new temporary leader for the school system.
The district now has a new interim superintendent to fill the shoes of Dr. Donald Fenoy, who resigned last week.
And the school board voted unanimously to put Chief Financial Officer Michael Burke in charge of the 10th largest school district in the nation until they find somebody permanent. He's worked with the school district for more than 2 decades, but will still need to sign a contract for a new position. The board also voted to let Burke apply for the permanent job.
We have live team coverage for you as Palm Beach County gears up for the upcoming school year. Kara's looking into the desperate need for school bus drivers.
And Sam's at the live desk with that big story this morning following the clash over masks in schools. Sam, still a lot of controversy among parents less than 3 weeks before the start of school.
Yeah, Matt and Ashley, it was another heated Palm Beach County School Board meeting last night. Board members listening to hours of comments from parents who came out in full force to debate the school district's mask policy. The tension between parents came as the school board was examining its COVID plan for the upcoming year. But the controversy caught some school board members off guard, who say they never intended on changing the district's current masks optional policy. That, though, did not stop the back and forth between parents, some who feel the district isn't doing enough to protect their kids, and others very much opposed to any kind of mandate. Take a listen.
I am bitterly disappointed with this plan too. As of today, there is no mandatory masking, no mandatory distancing, no outdoor lunches or HEPA filters in classrooms.
You don't have to ask a school to unmask your children. You have the right to unmask your children. You have the right to not vaccinate your children, and you should be not conforming to any of it.
Police officers were also on scene for the meeting, showing just how high tensions were running last night. And at the end of the meeting, School Board Chair Frank Barbieri reassured parents the school board would not bring back the mask mandate and never intended to in the first place. Matt and Ashley.
Also, the first day of school is approaching fast, and right now there's an urgent need for bus drivers in Palm Beach County schools.
Yeah, in just a few hours, the district will hold a job fair to hopefully fill those positions. Let's go to Kara now, live at the district's central transportation headquarters in West Palm Beach.
So, Kara, what could this mean for pickups and drop-offs if they don't fix this shortage?
Well, Matt, district officials tell us this situation is less than ideal, with about 100 positions that still need to be filled. And depending on just how many people come out here to apply for those bus driver positions, well, it could lead to possible delays when it comes to picking up and dropping off your child to school. Take a listen.
We have a maximum amount of kids that we can have on a bus. So sometimes what we'll do is, if there's a vacancy, the driver will go drop off one set and then pick up another set. We call that doubling. So in that case, there may be a delay in children getting to school, but otherwise that's kind of how we operate if we don't have somebody.
The general manager of operations told us the Palm Beach County School District isn't alone. There is a nationwide shortage of all bus drivers, even truck drivers altogether. The pandemic has only exacerbated it. So here's the details for today's job fair. It'll be held here at the district's Central Transportation Headquarters in West Palm Beach. That's off of Summit Boulevard. The address posted right there on your screen. It'll go from 9:30 this morning till 2 p.m. Starting pay is $15 an hour plus full benefits. District officials say if you can't make it out today, you are more than welcome to stop by at their headquarters here during their regular business hours. To get more information, you can also apply online. We've posted a link to that application on our website, CBS12.com. Matt, Ashley.
All right, Kara, 6:06. And a month ago today, the tight-knit community of Surfside in Miami-Dade County changed forever. Nearly 100 people lost their lives when the Champlain Tower South collapsed in the middle of the night. And this morning, we have new video of the collapse site. Take a look. You can see the progress the crews have been made in clearing more than 22 million pounds of debris and rubble. That right there is where the tower once stood. We are now learning families will get a share of at least $150 million in compensation, including the owners, the visitors, and the renters. The money will come from insurance on the building and proceeds from the sale of the property. Right now, 97 victims have been recovered and identified. And CBS 12 News' Madeline Montgomery is joining now live from Surfside. So, what is next here for this community here, Maddie?
Matt, I'm here live at Surfside Town Hall, and a month ago, if you came down here, this entire road was closed. This building was filled of people trying to help in any way they could, trying to increase the hope, and also bringing in donations. And now, obviously it's empty this early in the morning, but it's pretty much just back to bare bones staff, with people moving from recovery of bodies to investigating what exactly caused this collapse. And concrete and rubble from the collapse are being saved as evidence over by the Miami airport so that engineers can look for clues as to what exactly went wrong. Miami-Dade police are the lead investigators, and there are also other investigation teams trying to figure out the cause of the collapse, and it's a priority for them to learn what happened so it doesn't happen again. And while it's discouraging for rescuers and the community that more people weren't saved from the scene, the mayor feels proud of the work his town has done over the last 4 weeks.
I gotta say, though, that we left nothing on the table. We pulled out all the stops. We used all the resources, and everybody put their heart and soul into saving people if they could have been saved.
As for the future of the empty lot that nearly 200 condos once stood at, a judge wants it sold to a new developer so that victims can get a fair amount of compensation for all that they've lost. And coming up in the next half hour, I have an exclusive interview with the mayor talking about what they've gone through over the past month. For now, live in Surfside, Madeline Montgomery, CBS 12 News.
All right, Maddie, at 6:08 this weekend, the Bal Harbour community will hold a memorial concert for all the victims in this collapse. The South Florida Symphony Orchestra will play, and the names of the victims will be read. There will also be a butterfly release. It all starts at 6 p.m. Sunday at the 96th Street Beach. We do know seating's limited.
Also this morning, the list of buildings in Miami-Dade County seeing structural issues after the collapse keeps growing. This morning, we are learning Sunny Isles Beach ordered a condo to shut down its parking garage. An engineer found structural concerns at the Winston Towers 600. Right now, officials are allowing residents to park on the street until they find better solutions to relocate about 250 cars.
6:09 is the time, and for the second time, another building, Crestview Tower residents were able to go back inside their building to get any belongings left behind. They had to evacuate the 10-story building in North Miami 3 weeks ago because of structural concerns after an engineer said the building wasn't safe. So starting next Monday, the Condo Association will start to schedule appointments to let more people grab their stuff.
All right, 6 now, and coming up next, a man gets out of his car on I-95 after a minor fender bender. But what happened next put him in the hospital with severe injuries, and now have police on the search for the person who did it.
And for the first time, we're hearing the 911 calls after a local man literally fell on top of a 9-foot gator, and it only got worse from there. We'll also get a check on how he's doing this morning. That's in 3 minutes.